Hello everyone and welcome to another historic video. So today is the second day of the Lord of the Rings set, and this is my second deck that I'm presenting to you guys. This is Samwise Gamgee Cauldron Familiar combo deck featuring Altar of Dementia. So this is a new card from the set Samwise Gamgee. This is a 2-mana 2/2. Whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, create a food token. Which means if you play a Cauldron Familiar, it's going to create a food token. And that's where Altar of Dementia comes in. Once you sacrifice the Cauldron Familiar, not only does it mill your opponent equal to the sacrificed creature's power, this is basically a free sacrifice outlet. So Cauldron Familiar goes back to the graveyard and sacrifice the food that you created. You play it onto the battlefield again, and then Samwise Gamgee triggers, getting a food token, drains opponent for 1 again, and then repeat the cycle that is infinite damage and infinite milling. But that's not all. Samwise Gamgee has a second text where it says sacrifice 3 foods, return target historic card from the graveyard to your hand. And the historic card that it's referring to are artifacts, legendaries, and sagas, which means we're actually going to abuse this in this deck by playing a lot of artifacts such as Esper Sentinel, Altar of Dementia, Portable Hole, Chromatic Sphere. And that's not all. Loris of the Dream Den happens to be a legendary, so you can also rebuy back Loris if it ever ends up in the graveyard. That is straight up broken. And considering that we are playing a lot of artifacts in the deck, we're also going to be abusing Teething Wormlet, which hasn't been seeing play in Historic. I think this is a really sick card. It has Death Touch as long as you control 3 or more artifacts, which is going to be given. And when an artifact enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life. And for the first time every turn, you also get +1/+1 counter on itself. And since we're also going to be sacrificing a lot of cards, we also have Ravenous Squirrel to abuse the Altar of Dementia sacrifice. Every time you sacrifice a Cauldron Familiar, Ravenous Squirrel also grows as well. There's also Chromatic Sphere that you're sacrificing. There's also Deadly Dispute that you're sacrificing. And there's also Gilded Goose you can also sacrifice the food for. So we have this alternate win condition. Without even comboing, you can definitely win a game by just attacking with Teething Wormlets and Ravenous Squirrel, which is something that I really like. So with that said, I'm going to be jumping into some historic best of 3 to show you guys how the deck does. And before we head on out, I do have one game I really want to show you guys, which I didn't think it was possible to beat, to kind of show you guys what this deck is capable of. And after the games, I'll also have a conclusion section at the end of the video to talk about the deck. So let's hop on over. Okay, decent start. Let's start with Esper Sentinel, so we can go Teething Wormlet next into either Portable Hole or Wormlet, because there's no reason to play the Wormlet immediately, since there's no way to get counters on turn 1. Okay, they're playing a life gain. Okay. Oh man, obviously you have another one. Obviously you have another one. Guess I can go Gilded Goose, so we can get some sacrifice energy next turn with the Ravenous Squirrel. I don't care if they trade with Esper Sentinel, since I don't think they play any like non-creature spells. Probably. So here's the thing, right? Even though we don't have combo, you can see that like these like Teething Wormlets are just constantly growing. And it's also giving us life. So like it actually offsets mana confluence, which is really cool. So let's attack. Here's a little cool combat trick. If they know how Gilded Goose works. Okay. That's fine. Also, these have Death Touch, so even if they get like a fat lifelink creature... I mean, I think they play one of those like creatures that grow with lifelink. Every time they gain life, right? They get counters. At least the Death Touch makes it so that they can't block with it. Sure. Don't really care about the enchantment. Oh. We are actually pretty far away from comboing. We don't even have a single piece. But I guess we can grab the Samwise Gamgee here. Doesn't make sense to play... I'll go with another Esper Sentinel. Because I want to get some counters. Just gonna attack with everything. Here we can sacrifice, grow the Ravenous Squirrel. Man, these 1-drops are quite the beater, huh? There you go. They got the Voice of the Blessed. It might be a little bit too late, but we'll see. Well, you're attacking? You're crazy. Let's say attack with everything. Can they live? Because they attacked, they actually have to block with the Soul Warden. Right? Because they can't just block. Like, if the Voice of the Blessed, if they want the Voice of the Blessed to live, they have to, yeah. They have to sacrifice the Soul Warden, which is... I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Let's just sacrifice this. Another land. Okay. Oh, wow. It's kind of lucky.
I am proud of all those who stand up to evil.
I think Ajani was actually the only card they could have drawn to stay alive here.
We thrive when we support one another.
It's kind of annoying. Hit face or Johnny. So we're definitely putting Loris back into my hand for sure because I have to sacrifice a Gilded Goose. think we just hit face. That'll force a block. I'm just not sure like if I should attack with all. So okay, they get to draw 2 now because of the enchantment. And what's gonna be really annoying is that Voice of the Blessed is actually gonna get indestructible now, so I can't just willy-nilly attack with the Wormlet anymore.
Find your inner strength.
Man, oh man. I mean, at least we have a blocker every single turn, right? That's something. I could also sacrifice the portable hole to get rid of the Voice of the Blessed. But if I play the Ravenous Squirrel this turn, I'm gonna die, so... let's not do that. Look at the life gain I'm getting. So gas. Okay, so I'm gonna block the Gilded Goose here. Then we're gonna use the Samwise Gamgee to get back Portable Hole after we sacrifice to the Ravenous Squirrel. So we're gonna grab Ravenous Squirrel next turn. That is so sick though. Like at least we get to see like what our deck is capable of. Since we're playing against like a life gain deck that just never dies. We get to actually play the deck.
Our true strength lies in our friendships.
We do have to worry about Ajani's ultimate though. They're pretty close to it. Where is our Altar of Dementia though? If we get Altar of Dementia, we actually win the game. That's not Altar of Dementia. The reason if we drew Ultimate Dementia, we won the game is because we can just mill ourselves. And that'll mill Cauldron Familiar. So here, we are going to get rid of Portable Hole. That will let us get back Portable Hole. Which is going to be pretty important since we're facing a 17/17 lifelink indestructible creature. And I think we have to kill a Johnny. I also want to hit face. Kind of. Okay, opponent decides to not block. That's cool with me.
Is finished.
It's kind of cool to actually see that everything's just kind of working together, because this is my first time testing the deck. The only time I actually tested the deck was I just play tested it by myself on Moxfield. And so far, Teething Wormlet and Ravenous Squirrel working pretty well in conjunction with the Samwise Gamgee, right? Might actually die here, but I'm not too sure. Okay, so definitely block that. I take million damage. Okay, Altar of Dementia has to come out, right? No. Well, since we're gonna die soon, final effort. Let us crack the Chromatic Sphere. Okay, we won. Okay, so they have 46 cards. We have 9, 17, 21. Okay, so Ravenous Squirrel has to get to like I don't know, like a 25-ish attack, I think. So that will be like 10 loops, I think. And we also have to kill Soul Warden just to save some times. Like, I don't want them to like take a million years getting the Heliod triggers, right? So I'm just going to get the portable hole back real quick, because it's pretty annoying getting the Heliod triggers. Bada boom. And that's gone, and we're home free from here. Okay, that's GG's. Okay, we're gonna be going to ranked game now. Okay, we're one card away from comboing. Off to a decent start. I'll play the Samwise out, since if they want to get rid of Samwise, they get taxed, which means I get to draw a card, which is always nice. No, he would have actually won. No way. Okay, deck. Where's my land? So this deck, I don't think there's any target for Portable Hole, right? I don't think so. Now we're gonna take a beating. I think they just take altar. Or not. Sure. That also works. The way this card works is you can never block this card. Because as soon as you do that, they get to reanimate something. It's kind of a nasty card. I think this is a commander card. Let's see. Does this only work on my turn? No, it's not. Kind of want the Loris back in my hand. Nah. Even if I get the Loris back into my hand, it doesn't really do anything. I can't play it and Sam at the same time anyways. I think that's fine. I think I'll gladly take 6 here. Assemble the team. Wow. Literally didn't get anything? No, actually I can use the Deadly Dispute. That's a card that I can play. Get rid of a Cauldron Familiar. And since they're tapped out now I can finally block Signfoot. Why did they attack? Hello? I see. So if I bring the familiar back into the In there, they block that, and they take 4 damage total. Doesn't seem worth it. Are you kidding me? Look at the way this tapped. I guess it doesn't really matter. Never mind. That is kind of rude though. One, two. I don't think this matters, but we'll see. Yeah, it didn't really matter. Okay, opponent went like full ham on discard spells on my combo pieces, and like they even Besiege'd, and despite that, we still won. Okay, Stone seems pretty good. Unlicensed Hearse seems pretty good. Probably some Thought Seizes as well. I think I take out the Portable Hole. Maybe Tear Asunder. Fatal Push seems pretty decent as well. -2 Goose. So these are the removal spells. We only have 3 copies of it. Thinking about even cutting Cauldron Familiar. Because technically, if you find Samwise Gamgee and Altar of Dementia, this combo here, you can mill your big creature to find Cauldron Familiar. Definitely a thing you can do. Two more cards. Maybe it is actually Chromatic Spear. Did my opponent leave? Well, I felt like that was a pretty solid game. I mean, they're playing kind of like a meta deck. Actually surprised they left. Ooh. Okay. All in on this Teething Wormlet, I guess? Wait, am I playing against... No, why do I always do this? Okay, it's fine, it's fine. I messed out on 2 damage. Wait, this is Belcher. They're just playing Belcher here. I do have 4 copies of Thought Seizes. Wait, we have the combo. So if I go Cauldron Familiar... Okay, so they played 2... Okay, they could have the combo, but I'm not going to play Portable Hole for this treasure because opponent just played 2 Painlands. Please. Leave it alone. God. Feels bad. Feels bad, man. Maybe I should have played a Teething Wormlet first to bait out the removal spell, man. We had the win. If we just played a Teething Wormlet, we would have won. Okay, so double Pithing Needle, Terra Sunder, Jaheira, 4 copies of Thoughtseizes. And let's get rid of Portable. Actually, Portable Hole is kind of nice, actually. What if I go Chromatic Sphere, Deadly Dispute? Okay, maybe Portable Hole is not that good. Something like that. Okay, we have the combo yet again. Okay, I guess it doesn't hurt to start with the Cauldron Familiar. Get the damage going. Now we just need land. Right? Just need some lands. Greenland and we're good. Greenland and we're good. I'm about to cut this plains, by the way. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna keep the plains. So I made a mistake there. I wanted to get rid of the marsh there, but I accidentally hit this card instead. So like, I don't know why that happens. Like, all I did was imagine picking March, and I just picked a red card. 1-mana creature, please. What is the chance of them comboing off next turn? I'm just not gonna play around it. They have to have an untapped land. Like, I'm not gonna play around the untapped land. And it has to be exactly a red untapped land. That seems so unlikely. They actually had it? Oh my god. Okay, we won. I can't believe that, though. They actually had it. Opponent actually had it. It's a good thing that we didn't get show Pithing Needle. Because if we did, they might have brought more artifact hate, right? So we'll have to see. We have a Thoughtseize, Terra Sunder, Teething Wormlet. Not bad. I think we'll just go Thoughtseize first. Okay, I actually think the Iron Crag feat is a much scarier card. Am I crazy in thinking this? Because without the Iron Crag feat, they have to play the Charbelcher naked. Which means that, you know, we might be able to just straight out win by Terra Sunder. The card by itself doesn't really do anything. And they don't have any treasure generations, which is why... Wow, this is a really nice start. Maybe I should have... I probably should have actually saved this for this turn. So I have a card to play, actually. Yeah, that's my bad. I didn't really think it through. So, I mean, we do straight up win here if we get... Altar of Dementia. So that's kind of cool. I think if they use the Shatter Skull Smashing for 2 and kill the Samwise Gamgee, I think that's fine too. I think that's what they're doing. Shatter Skull smashing on the Samwise Gamgee. I'm okay with that. Spend the entire turn doing that. They're thinking a lot. Okay. Goblin Charbelcher. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of it because it seems like they're really desperate for treasure here to be so I'm actually thinking they have They actually found an Iron Crag feat. Well, actually, even if they did... No, because Indomitable Creativity actually can hit the Pithing Needle there, so... Whoa. Okay, that's a tech. Okay, that's kind of scary, actually. We might have made a mistake here. What? You're not killing the Samwise Gamgee? Like, what's happening? I'm confused. So if I get a creature, they're dead. If I get... Not like this. If we had gotten a creature there, we would have won. Not like this. Wait. Oh no. I could have only gone yeah. Wait, could I have? No, I think I could have. I played the Samwise Gamgee, sacrifice a 3 food, get back Samwise Gamgee, play that, make these 4. Oh no, we had lethal. No. If we lose this one, it's on me. Darn. It would have also survived the Brotherhood's End. Not like this. Wait, actually, if they Brotherhood's End, they lose. Yeah, I definitely don't want a Brotherhood's End. Wait, you actually don't want a Brotherhood's End. Okay, they lost. Yeah, because if they Brotherhood's End, the Cauldron Familiar goes back to the graveyard, and then we deal 1 damage. Okay, so a little bit of a lesson learned. We play the Samwise Gamgee, sacrifice the 3 food, get back the Samwise Gamgee, and then play the Samwise Gamgee, generating a food, and then the 2 Teething Wormlets would have been 4/4, so they block 1 4/4, and they take 5 damage. They were exactly dead. Okay, so we played a bit of games. Obviously, I wanted to test out if the deck works, so I played in the play queue to see if it actually did okay. And against a life gain deck where this combo, well, I thought this combo didn't work. We are draining 1 damage, right? We have infinite damage, but opponent was at 60 life or something like that. But apparently it actually doesn't matter because of Ultimate Dementia. When you have Ravenous Squirrel on the board at the same time with the Cauldron Familiar, it doesn't matter what their life is, be it like 150 or like 200, they're still gonna die because we just mill them. Because Ravenous Squirrel just becomes like 20 power creature, and then we just mill them for 20, and then we Teething Wormlet, By that point, teething wormlets were pretty huge as well. We also sacrificed this to mill them, right? So yeah, this deck actually was pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like this card a lot. During those games that I've shown you, you probably realized how good this card is in this deck. That's actually another reason why we aren't playing Fatal Push, because of that card, because Portable Hole happens to be an artifact, right? So I mean, that is kind of a deck limitation. Fatal Push is technically a better card, but there's some synergies here. So, and that's because obviously the Teething Wormlet combo, right? But you can also sacrifice using the Ravenous Squirrel, puts it into the graveyard, and if you have 3 foods, you can sacrifice 3 foods, get back Portable Hole. So that's pretty cool. So that's one reason I like Portable Hole. And there's also one interaction you didn't see is that Loris is a historic card since it's a legendary. What does Samwise say? Sacrifice 3 food, but get back a historic card. So even if Loris does die and you have 3 foods, you play Samwise Gamgee, get back Loris into your hand. That is straight up broken. So I really like the fact that even if we aren't comboing, obviously Cauldron Familiar is a terrible card. And because Cauldron Familiar can't block, Witch's Oven is a terrible card. That's why we're not playing Witch's Oven. So aside from this package here, Cauldron Familiar, even if we're not comboing here, these 2 creatures kind of carry the game. Same with Esper Sentinel, like these 3 creatures. So that's another thing that I like. Another interaction that we didn't really see is the Shire. This is a new legendary land that was added this set. But the reason why I'm playing this card is, I mean, not only does it create a food token, but it's a legendary land. And what can we do with Boseiju and the Shire when they're a legendary card? You have Samwise Gamgee that says return target historic card from the graveyard to the battlefield. Historic says that legendaries are historic. You can get back the Shire and Boseiju. So that's one reason why I decided to play them. Obviously, you could technically play this, where's that card? You could also play Phyrexian Tower. But the reason why I'm not playing Phyrexian Tower is because it adds colorless mana, and for a deck that only plays 21 lands, I mean, you've seen some of the games that we kind of got mana screwed because we played Plains. So imagine just drawing this. It's a good card, but not for this deck, I think. And as for the sideboard, obviously, I think the main board is actually fine. So the sideboard definitely needs some tuning. I think the 4 copies of Thoughtseize is a must. Everything else is basically a toss-up. One thing that you probably want to play in all your sideboard, unless you're playing 24 lands and you're playing white, or 23 lands, you have Rest in Peace for this, but Stone of Eric, I don't know how you pronounce this, but this card is really, really nice if this deck is powerful. If you see Samwise Gamgee combo decks like running amok, or if you also see Yawgmoth decks running around a lot, then this card is insane. It's a 1 mana Rest in Peace for that deck. Obviously, if they discard into the graveyard, it's not good. That's why I only play 1 copy of it here. But I mean, if this particular deck or like Yawgmoth deck pops off, then I can definitely see a lot more people playing this card. But it does have a cost. It's not always good, because if you play this against like a Reanimator deck, for instance, you play 3 mana to draw a card and exile opponent's graveyard. That's pretty costly. That's why I have a copy of Tormod's Crypt, a copy of Stone of Eric, copy of Unlicensed Hearse. Having like a 1 copy of Stone of Eric is pretty cool, because if you sacrifice it to draw a card, you can get it back with Samwise Gamgee. Kind of like Emery in a sense. But anyways, that's going to be it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video so far. If you did, leave a like, comment below, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.